Hey everybody, we have some bonus content for Climb Higher with Her with Amanda Gardiner. So Amanda, we talked about your persistence, right? And I liken it to being a mindset and something that someone has to kind of think about and be courageous at. So what are your tools, if you will, strategies for how folks listening to us today can achieve that ability to be persistent, even after they maybe have heard multiple no's?
Well, I think that's the key, is knowing in advance you're going to hear those no's and accepting it and saying, I'm going to hear 10 no's, but maybe the 11th time is going to be a maybe, and open that door a little wider. That is how it's going to be. And so you have to build tough skin.
Yeah.
That could be tough for people it doesn't come naturally to, but you practice that muscle over time and it gets stronger. So I would say that's number one. Number two is build a network. And it doesn't have to be the perfect network in the perfect field that you want to work in, but just meet as many people as you can. You know, squeeze your parents' friends for information. I know sometimes you didn't want it, their advice, but I didn't. But I wish I'd taken it more often because the people that you know and that network that you build over time will help you in so many different ways that you can't even imagine, even if it's not directly in your field. And so, you know, start with, if you're timid about networking, start with people you know. Ask them how they built their careers. Ask them who they think are interesting people to talk to in their network. Somebody in my network once said to me, every time you have a conversation with somebody when you're thinking about your career, looking for a job, getting more information about something, ask them who is one person that you would recommend I talk to beyond yourself. And you often get some really great responses and an introduction, which is critical.
Right. The introduction.
Yeah. And get out, please, from behind. I mean, I laugh now that I walked around London with my resume in my hand in my little briefcase, but I met so many cool people. And I've done some job searching on LinkedIn, which is a wonderful platform, and the internet and all the things more recently. And I will tell you that you hear no's a lot more often because people don't make the human connection. And so make those human connections, get out and meet the people, talk to people. Just applying from behind a desk is one tool, but not the only one. And certainly not, in my view, the most important. So I think that helps build the muscles you need to be more persistent and get things done.
Yeah. I mean, you know, how you talked about this notion of getting out, because if you are behind a desk applying for the jobs or whatever it is, you're not, as you said, exercising that muscle of meeting people, having a conversation with people, being able to ask questions of individuals. And that's how those connections happen. And someone you meet may not have an opportunity today. They might have one in a year, 6 months, maybe longer, but they might remember you from the conversation and interaction that you had because you had the courage to get out.
They do. And in fact, you know, if I think about the Presidential Leadership Scholars Program, that was somebody I met in my working life at my job 10 years ago who we maintained not close contact. We maintained contact, but we didn't see each other all that often. But when I saw her posting on LinkedIn about this program, I reached out to her and I said, hey, remember me? It's so nice to see you post about this. And that led to a phone call and we had a chat. And she recommended that I do this program. Yeah. So I learned about it from her. That was something that came back after many years. And I have numerous examples. And even this morning, I woke up to somebody writing to me an email saying, hey, we met 3 years ago somewhere. What do you think about this? It's so awesome what you can find through relationships with all sorts and all types of people.